Stories about Black women whose employers have asked them to cut their dreadlocks or to trim their big afros have surfaced with more frequency in the last few years. Now, a new study confirms that many people, including Blacks, have a bias against the types and styles of natural hair worn by Black people. Some key findings confirm that Black women suffer more anxiety around their hair issues and spend more on hair care than their white peers. They are almost twice as likely to experience social pressure at work to straighten their hair compared to white women. One study concluded that white women demonstrate the strongest bias, both explicit and implicit, against textured hair. They rated it as less beautiful, less sexy, or less attractive, and less professional than straightened hair. Given that white women make up a large majority of the 38% of female managers who decide what looks are appropriate for work, legal conflicts sometimes ensue, and courts tend to rule in favor of employers in such cases. The good news is that natural hair has become increasingly popular as Black women decide to give their hair a break from chemicals and heat. At the same time, demand for products for natural hair began to increase. Tellingly, beauty companies outside of the Black beauty and hair industries began to notice. Carol's Daughter was bought by L'Oreal in 2014. Today, numerous non-Black owned hair product companies have lines for naturally curly hair. Certainly, popular culture is infused with images of women with natural, unstraightened hair. Whoopi's been rocking her dreadlocks forever, um, which is a good thing. I love it. And also, you've got Tracy Ellis Ross, who has been going natural ever since I've seen her on TV, and Alicia Keys and Salon, and a whole bunch of Black women in the public eye wear their hair naturally. And even back in the day, in the upper left-hand corner, you see Kathleen Cleaver, who was a very prominent Black Panther. She espoused the beauty of Black hair. And she said, because it's natural, because the reason for it, you might say, is like a new awareness among Black people that their own natural physical appearance is beautiful and it's pleasing to them. So thank you, Kathleen, for reminding us. In fact, now we have several states who have placed bans on hairstyle discrimination. California, New York City, and quite a few others have now instituted these bans on not hiring people based on their hairstyle. So for younger people, natural hair is just that, a natural, obvious thing to wear. If trends signal what's ahead, the workplaces may eventually become safe havens for natural hair, which has endured as a touchstone in racial politics for far too long. And in the left-hand corner, you'll see I put up an honorary white young man with dreads, just to point out that a lot of other cultures appreciate our hair and they want to adopt the styles. I've seen Asians with dreads and all sorts of other races. They even have something called the Jufro, um, which is refers to many Eastern Europeans whose hair is so curly it almost looks kinky, like a fro. So if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. That's my point here. Is that for some reason things do not become popular until other cultures start doing it. And it was that way with hip hop. It was that way with the R&B. A lot of things that didn't quite catch on until other cultures acknowledged and respected it, and then it became okay. Um, so, Pam, I want to remind you of one thing. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Keep that in mind, family. Thank you for supporting the ministry. I need you so desperately. Grandma's going through some stuff right now, so I thank you. I thank you so much. Um, and I want to end in prayer. Lord, thank you for the states that are now instituting policies where it's no longer legal to discriminate against people because of their hair. Lord, thank you for the subscriber. Thank you for those who donate to the ministry. Lord, thank you for the blessings in my life. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen.